Have you ever wondered how to ask for help when building on the Salesforce platform? Or where do you find the Salesforce community that you've heard is so willing to help you? In this video, Jessica Murphy and Rachel Watson are discussing the various different ways to connect to your local and global Salesforce community so you can find the help you need along your Salesforce career. Welcome! It's Rachel and Jessica from 100 Days at Trailhead, the place where the tech community comes to learn Salesforce, learn tech, get inspired, have fun, and invest in ourselves. Whether you are brand new to learning Salesforce and starting from the beginning, or mid-career and skilling up for that new opportunity, we are your trail guides here to support you with an itinerary to help you get where you're going. You are in the right place. If you are new to our channel, make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons. Don't forget to click on the notification bell so you can be notified when we release a new video. In the description below, you can find links on everything we mention in this video, in addition to links we find helpful like books that have helped us and our friends along our tech and Salesforce journeys. To find other helpful Salesforce and tech content, visit our blog at 100daysoftrailhead.com.
Hi, I'm Rachel Watson.
And I'm Jessica Murphy. One of the most unique aspects of the Salesforce ecosystem is the community. The Trailblazer community is awesome. In the community, you can find people who become your friends, your colleagues, and people who help you along your learning journey. Today, we're presenting the top 5 tips for finding the Salesforce community, aka finding your tribe.
So number 1, the Trailblazer community. So once you have a Trailhead account, and that's the free Salesforce learning tool, once you've logged in, you'll see this page here. When you go to the hamburger, you can select Trailblazer community. There's other things to select here. Feel free to explore later. But after you select the Trailblazer community, then you'll come to a page that looks like this with a lot of different tabs. Here you've got the answers community, which is where you can go and ask any question that you want. So if you select that one, you can type in your question and people that are there to answer your question. But if you're looking for community within your area, or maybe you work on a particular product, or a variety of other things, maybe you're isolated and you want a virtual group, there's all those opportunities. So if you click on featured groups here, then you'll get a bunch of filters on the left-hand side, one of which is according to your area. So this is an example. If you choose North America, then you have the selection of various different states, and it goes on to other countries as well. And there's other kinds of filters, such as, like I said, products. There's a whole one for nonprofit, and then you've got your virtual groups. So we're going to select equality groups today. So if I scroll down, I would run into this equality group, and we're looking for virtual equality groups, especially since we're in the middle of the pandemic. So we've selected virtual groups in the equality section. Then we get to the variety of different groups that we could participate in. And today we're going to select the Women in Tech Developer Group, which is WhatDevs. And so we're going to select that. Once we've selected that, then we have a place that we can join the group. It's as easy as that.
Number 2 is Twitter. So if you are having an issue or you have a question, you can ask your question, #AskForce. And the most interesting thing about AskForce is that there are people around the world who will be awake because of the different time zones. So someone might answer your question in the middle of the night. Another interesting thing is that sometimes people will rush to answer your question, and that just shows how kind the Trailblazer community is. And then sometimes you ask a question and it sparks a lively debate. And, people go, this is the way it works, or is this the best way that it works? It's a lot of fun to watch. So go to Twitter. You have to have a Twitter account, and then ask your question, #AskForce.
So number 3, those are community conferences. So there is a URL that we're going to list in the description below. And that is going to take you to this page. It's going to list the calendar of events that are upcoming. But if you scroll down, it will have the most recent conferences. Now, as you can see, they're all over the world. We have the United States, we have England, Albania, Singapore, Australia, Morocco, United Kingdom. There's so many different places. And if you don't see something on here that is close to your area, guess what? Ask for us, because there's a lot of community conferences that have yet to make it on this list.
Yes. Number 4, and this one is one of my personal favorites, Salesforce Saturday. And this is why. Because Phoenix Salesforce Saturday, the Salesforce Saturday Rachel and I established, is the second Salesforce Saturday in the world after Austin, Texas. And this is why you should find Salesforce Saturday. Salesforce Saturday is a group of like-minded people who are looking to improve skills, attain skills, get certifications, study, and help others. And they are around the world. So you should find these people, and different groups do it different ways. Some Salesforce Saturdays meet every Saturday. Some meet once a month, but they're all amazing. And so you can find them in several ways. You can find them via Google search. You can search for Salesforce Saturday, or you can search on meetup.com. And we are on meetup.com. That's how people find our group. You can also search on Eventbrite. Some of the groups are there. You can also search on Twitter. You can ask, is there a Salesforce Saturday in my area? #AskForce. And if there isn't, you can always start one. You can also look on Facebook for Facebook groups. And there's another way.
So the last way that you can find them is back to the Trailblazer communities. So just like we went in before with the Trailhead community groups, instead of clicking on feature groups or answers, we click on collaboration. Then if you see on the left-hand side, it says active groups. And once you get this search bar, then you can type in General Salesforce Saturday, which is the original group, or you can put in your city and you can find some of these groups accordingly. Not all groups are in here. But lastly, number 5 is Focus on Force Forum. So for those of you who don't know what Focus on Force is, Salesforce has examinations, and Focus on Force provides study materials and practice exams for those certifications. They're a great resource. They also have these forums. So for whatever certification you're going for, a lot of times they will have a forum, such as admin certification, advanced admin certification, platform developer 2 certification, sharing and visibility designer certification. So there's a forum. So if you're struggling to understand a concept, this is a great place to go to have a conversation with others with the same goal as you.
And I am so excited about Focus on Force. Why are we so excited about Focus on Force, Rachel?
Because we have an exclusive 25% off discount code for various different bundles. And one of these bundles is the Big Bundle. And the Big Bundle includes everything here, including the forums.
Yes.
So all of that information is going to be listed in the description below. So you definitely want to check that out. The resources we're mentioning now, and there's some other ones listed down there that you might find helpful in your learning journey.
Yes.
And with that, we're at the end. What is your favorite way to connect with the Salesforce community? Did you learn a new way to connect today? Comment below. We would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. If you've made it to this point, we want to take an opportunity to say thank you. Since you stayed with us, here's a bonus.
And this bonus is near and dear to our hearts because it was given to us, told to us by none other than Mary Scotton. And that's to take people to coffee.
Yes. So here in the pandemic, it might be a good idea to go to virtual coffee, which opens it up to people that are outside of your time zone. But if it's safe to do it in a cafe or on a patio cafe, that is perfectly acceptable as well. Ask people to coffee and ask them so you get to learn about them and get to network with them. This is not an opportunity to say, hey, what can you do for me? No, we want to get to know each other. We want to share knowledge back and forth. We want to figure out how to support each other along our journeys.
Yes. And it doesn't have to just be peers that you're asking to coffee. It can be people that you really look up to. I think that it is amazing that there are so many people who are accomplished in the Salesforce ecosystem. So ask some of those people to coffee. Ask them how they got there. Ask them what you can do for them. I think that there is this idea or this concept that for people who have become MVPs or are golden hoodies, that they have reached the top of everything and they no longer need help. That is absolutely not the truth. I think at every level, we need help and support. So ask people to coffee and be willing to help them in their endeavors, especially if they're doing amazing things for the community. So ask people to coffee, get to know them, make friends, and make the Ohana stronger.
Thank you for spending time with us. Make sure you like this video. It helps a lot. Click subscribe and on the notification bell so you never miss another video. We also handpick these videos which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on Instagram, Twitter, and on our website at 100daysoftrailhead.com, all of which are listed below. Thank you for learning with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.